Welcome guys. In this section we're gonna see how to read text from PDF documents. So these three different activities we have to read and extract the text from PDF. One is read PDF text. So this activity will help you to read all characters from specific PDF file, and you can store that entire content of PDF file into a string. And next activity what we have is read PDF with OCR. So you have a PDF, but that's a scanned image. Okay, there are two type of documents you generally see with PDF. One with original PDF document, and another one also looks like a PDF, but that is an image. Okay, you generally scan any image through your mobile, right, and then convert that into PDF. So those kind of PDFs are not belongs to native PDF family, and that's a complete image. So to extract the content from those image related PDF documents, we use read PDF with OCR activity. And get text is another activity which is common to extract any value from document. We have seen this activity already in our previous lectures while extracting the text from our web browsers. So get text can be applied from anywhere. You can extract the text from web browser or desktop applications or PDF. So this is the common activity which we can use across any application. Okay, these two are specific to PDF, and in this section we will see how to extract PDF from all these three activities. Okay, and finally we will learn when to use what activity while dealing with PDFs. So when I talk about native PDF file, so these two are the documents I have. I can show them right away. Actually, I got these from UiPath official documentation. They have given some samples for us to practice. Right. So this is an image. If you can clearly see, that's a scanned image. So someone have just took a picture on, from their mobile, or they just scanned this image and converted that into PDF format. Okay, and there is another PDF which is a native PDF. So this one is exactly has generated using PDF format. You can actually go and edit all these documents using your PDF editor. So this is a native PDF document. Okay, so we will see how to get extract text from these two different type of documents. So let me quickly go back to our UiPath and start with our first activity called read PDF text. So I will create one new sequence. I have already have an XAML file with invoice extract PDF. So in that XAML file, I'll create new sequence. Okay, new brand new sequence, and let's go inside that sequence and start working on it. So straight away I will use that activity called read PDF. Come to activities tab and then say read PDF. PDF. Where is this? So when you don't see any activity from your activity tab, then what you can do is go to manage packages. I should have it. I don't know, somehow it got deleted, I guess. So these are the default packages what UiPath provided for you to work on: Excel, Mail, System, and UI Automation. So you don't have a PDF package here. So select all packages, and then that will list out all the packages what UiPath gives us. From it, just search for PDF. This one, UDF UiPath.pdf.activities. So this is the package we need. So install it, and that will automatically get installed, and then you can use all the activities present in this package. So that's the concept. Okay, so right now installation is going on, package to be installed. Yeah, it's successfully installed. I think that's why you are seeing uninstall button. So save the package what you have done, and that will take some time to get all the dependencies to your current project. License agreement, which you can accept it. Alright, so I hope it is successfully installed. Now let's try to again search for that activity, and you see that now you are finding all these activities belong to PDF. So from this activity, let's extract read PDF text into our screen. Right, so you have to give the file name from which you want to read the entire content. Okay, so this activity will just blindly read all the content from the file you provided. So let me provide the file. So select this three dots, and that will take you to your local system explorer. At UiPath level, so I have one PDF, NPO invoice. Select that, and that will give you the path of your file here. Now, if you select this activity, there is one property called output property where the entire content will get stored in the text, so that you have to catch it in your local variable. So create the variable on fly, just do Control K, and then you can say PDF text extract. Let's call this as a variable which holds all the content what this PDF text gives us. Okay, now I want to see all the content in my output. So there are multiple ways, you know that. You can say message box to get a pop-up with all the content, or there is something called outline. It's a right line where you can see the output in console. So similarly, there is another activity called write text file, so that all the content what you have, you can write back into one text file. Okay, so here text, what text you want to write. So this is the variable, right? So you want to write this entire content of that variable into new text file. So provide that variable here. Okay, and next it's asking write to file name. So you can just provide the file name, so that file will get created in your local project. You can say extracted read PDF activity is our file name dot text. Okay, right. So let's run this workflow and see how that goes. You can set the sequence as a start node. Right now it is pointing to another sequence. So you can simply pull it up or right click and say set as start node, so that arrow will come to your actual sequence. And you can give proper name to it, saying read PDF text activity demo. Run the file, and that's it. Execution is completed. So now your outcome should be created in one text file in your project level. So refresh your project and then scroll down. You should see, yeah, see here extracted read PDF activity. So double click this and you will see all the content whatever you have in your PDF into the note text file like this. Now, so this is the PDF what we try to extract in our scenario. You can see that NPO invoice, and this is our PDF. So this actually got copied into one text file. So basically we are able to now extract all the text, and if you see carefully, it has extracted line by line. So this is the first line, type line glass AG invoice, and that got printed first line. And next, address 123 Bastow Street. This is the second line. And third line, you have a city name, and in third line you are also getting date. So basically it has scanned from top left, okay, and line by line it has captured, and then it gave into one text file. So now you can start putting validation inside this content to see whether the data what you want is present in the PDF, or you can extract the text from this document. Okay, so if your goal is to extract invoice number, you have it here. And if your goal is to get street number 123 Bastow Street, so you have it in the second line. So this is how you can extract address, invoice number, and anything from your PDF after you save it into text file. So in the next lecture, let us see how can we extract the data after we get stored in this file. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So now our goal is to extract address and then also extract invoice from this PDF. So let us see how can we do that after you get everything into the text file. So one logic here is that we have everything in a string format. So what I will do now, I will actually split this entire string based upon new line. Okay, so every string is coming in the new line, right? So let's actually split this entire string, and I will store them in one array, so that in 0 index first line will get stored, in first index this will get stored, and this will get stored in the second, third, fourth, fifth. So like that I will create one array, and in every index I will store each and every line. If I can do that, then if I want to get address, I would just say array of first index, so that this line will be extracted. Okay, so if you are not aware of how array works, so array is nothing but set of elements, or we can say collection of elements. So I would try to convert this entire string in such a way that in the first collection, or we would generally say as the index, at first index line 1 will get stored, and in the second index line 2 will get stored, and so on, and third index line 3 will get stored. Okay, in an array, if you want to extract any index, let's say this array name is X, and if you want to extract any index from array, you can simply call like this. Now if you need first index, then you can say X of 1. So automatically this value will be pulled. Okay, so in this way, let's try to write some logic, so we should be able to get any value what we need. So this involves little bit programming, but don't worry, you will not write any code, but you have to know some commands. I will show now what to do here. Assign is of course the activity where you can give some VB expression. So you would write little VB scripting here. To value. Right, so you know that this is the string where you have entire content. Now what I would do in this from entire string, let's split that whole string line by line. I want to split, and each line I want to add it to the array. So there is a step in VB scripting, environment dot new line. So basically I am saying split on every new line what you see, split that to array. See that 2 of array. And so next parameter you have to pass string split options. If there are any empty entries in your string, now for example, so this is the string extracted and there are a lot of empty characters, right? So whenever you see empty lines, we don't want to pull them into string. That's why in second argument we are providing option that remove all empty entries. So this is an optional. Okay, so we don't want to see empty lines, so we were giving an option remove empty entries. So what happens? So now this command will basically split all the lines of your entire PDF string content, and now it will create array out of it. Okay, so you can say array text. I create a variable because you don't have any variable right now. Ignore these three variables. This belongs to another sequence. Okay, don't worry about these three things now. So this is a variable name I created and I want to give this as an array of what? Array of string. Awesome. So now you have every line into an array where each line belongs to one index. Now it's very simple hereafter. So if you want to just get address name, so as I told, in array every line will get stored as one index. So first line will get stored as 0 index and this is stored as a first index, right? So you can simply say, let's have one message box, I would call that, and if you want address, then in array text give me the first index. Okay, I just shown you, right, how to get, if you want to get this address, so first content what you will be having in arrays will be on 0 and this is on first, second, third, fourth. That's it. Now let's run this workflow and see what output you get. That's it. You see that you have successfully extracted address. So how easy it is. You have entire content like this. You smartly had that complete content in one array using this step. The only tricky part here is this step. So even if you are not familiar with VB-script, not to worry, just because of this one test, you need not go back and study everything. Do remember that this is how you can convert string to array on line by line. Okay, so if you can remember this command, that's it. So you can play around with any PDF document. Now you want to get invoice. So this will be on 0th index in an array, first, second, third. Let's do array text of 3 and let's see what we will get as output. Right, so you have extracted this complete line, but if you are interested to see only invoice number but not this complete line, again you have to perform some string manipulation commands. You have to give a split and then you need to extract only this invoice. We'll see that in our next lecture on how to split and get exact invoice number out of this complete string. Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So in the last lecture we have seen how to extract this complete line, but now our goal is to get only this number. So in that case you have to write a split method with which you can split the string based upon delimiter what you provide. Now you can simply say dot split. So this split you have to tell on what character I have to split this entire string. Okay, so if you read the documentation here, you have to provide that character. Okay, let's say I want to split based upon hash, but when you provide hash in double quote, that will treat as string, but this method is expecting character. Okay, so you can convert string to character dot to character array. Perfect. So this step will actually create an array with two values. Let me show you. So when you execute this step, you are asking to split based upon hash, right? So this will be one value and this will be another value. So both values will get stored in one array based upon the delimiter you provide. So from the two values which got created from the split, you want the second one. Okay, so that means, so this will get stored in an array, obviously in 0 index. But if you are interested to get this, you have to pull the first index. So you can simply say, get me the first. That's it. So read this entire command again. So this is the complete string what you have. Okay, so when you do array text of 3, this is what it got. Thereafter you are asking to split it based upon hash. So when you split it, these two got broke into two separate strings and got stored in new array, and this will be a first one will be on 0th and second one will be on the first. So you are interested only in this number, so just say I want first one. Okay, and that's it. That will print you the invoice. Let's run this and see. You see that you have successfully extracted invoice number. Now if your goal is to just get this first character, first index one, then say of 0, because when it got splitted it was in 0th index, it was the first index, right? Now when you run this file, you will see in output as a phone number. Okay, so you see that. So if your goal is to get phone number, then you can use this. If you want to get invoice, then you can use the of first index. So this is how you can extract any value from your PDF. You got the point, right? So step 1, what you need to do is use read PDF text activity, and that activity will simply read all the content and will place it in one string. Step 2 is, you can ignore write text file. I just shown how the string value got stored, but we really don't use this. Okay, if you want to pull address or invoice, step 2 is splitting based upon lines and storing it in one array, and then you can read out like this. So the advantage what you have of using write text file is, it will clearly give line by line like this, so that when you are using array, if you want to get invoice, you can simply count here starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. It's hard to count from PDF. Okay, so you should scan from top left, and you are not sure how this string got stored on line by line. So to get that idea, it's always best practice to store that in text file first, so that you will know how that string got stored, and you can use proper index of array, to get your actual value. Just because you have this in text file, you are happily counting 0, 1, 2, 3 and just giving off 3. Okay, so if you don't store in text file, you should be able to count from here, which is tedious job. Okay, so use it collectively and bring the best practices out of it. So that's it, guys. That's how you can extract any value from PDF using read PDF text activity. Now there is another file which is invoice02. Okay, let's actually change this path to invoice02. Earlier we have selected this file, right? So this time I want to select invoice02 and I want to extract all the activity, and I want to get stored in write file. Okay, so if I run this, let's see what happens. So that is also another PDF, right? So some string extraction should happen, but you see that there is an error. Index was outside the bounds of the array. Okay, you got error at message box. That's fine. So at least you should see string in this write text file, right? Because goal of this write text file is to read all the content what you got from read PDF text. So where is the file? This one. And you see that no line is printed. So that means this variable did not extract any content from the PDF. Why? Because as I clearly told in the previous lecture, this is not built in native PDF. This is image copy which got converted into PDF. If that is the case, read PDF text will not work. This only work on native PDFs. So for that you have to depend upon another activity called read PDF with OCR technology. So with OCR technology, you will have ability to scan the image as well and pull content out of it. Just because this file is in image format, you are not able to use read PDF. Okay, so let me revert it back to the PDF file what we are using so that I can give you for later to practice in PO invoice. Okay, so without disturbing this, I would create another activity by having one sequence. Let's have another sequence and make that as a start node. Let's go inside and this time read PDF with OCR technology, and here you get that file which is invoice02, and then you have to drop one OCR engine here. Okay, there are two type of OCR engines we have. One is from Google and another is from Microsoft. You can use any one. So let me use Microsoft OCR and see if this Microsoft OCR is able to successfully extract our text or not. Again, same story. So once Microsoft OCR read your entire PDF, that will take out the content and will give you in the output, and you have to catch that output, create one variable and say PDF text image, and that entire content will get stored in this variable. So now let's write text file activity. And what text you need? You need the text which got stored in this variable. Okay, and write to file name. So let's have another file. Let's not replace the existing file what we have here. So this time I would say extracted read PDF OCR. Put it in double quotes. If even file name is not present, it will create that on fly. Right? And that's all you need to do. So let me run this and see. So this time it should work because it's using OCR technology to read this image. So execution ended. So that's it. So let's go back and open, refresh so that you will see that. Oh, I think I did not place .txt, so that will not generate. Sorry. Extension is mandatory because this activity itself is a text file activity. So you have to clearly mention that. Alright, so execution is going on and it should be done soon. Perfect, it's done. You see that it's taking some extra time compared to read PDF. That is very faster than OCR. Okay, so where is our project? Here it is, text file. Double click and that's it. So if you open the PDF, and this is the PDF, and you see that delivery address started from here, and then everything got extracted using your Microsoft OCR. So this is how it got stored. Now decide what you want here. Okay, so all the lines are present. Now let's say I want the address again, which is present here. 70 Avenue Ampere is the address. So that is in the second line. So again, same story. You have to convert this entire string to array, which just like how we have done in our previous lecture. So you can go there and copy this same assign activity and have it here. Yeah, so what is an error? One or more children have validations. Yeah, because we have to create one more variable here. So let's go to variables and start giving one name. Array text OCR, and variable type is array of string. Or you can simply say this one, that would be better. Okay, so get that string, and here also this is our complete string, right? And you have to update it here as well. Yeah, this is our new string. From this string we are splitting based upon the lines, and we are creating array out of it. Okay, and the array is array text OCR. So now you want the address to get printed, which is 70 Avenue Ampere, so which is stored in the first index. So as it starts from 0 and this is 1. So you can have message box and then simply print that index. Right. So in this array, I just want to get the first index because here is where address is present. Right. So let's run this file, and that should pop up us with address name. You see that 70 Avenue Ampere. So you have successfully even extracted image PDF as well. Okay, so in the last lecture we have seen how to deal with native PDFs, but now you also know how to get the content from image PDFs. So only difference from previous lecture is that you have to use OCR technology, and thereafter everything same. So you have to get that into one string and then create array out of it based upon each and every line with the step. So this is the key point in reading the arrays. Okay, and from there you can happily use any index what you need from your text file and extract value out of it. So that's about extracting the characters using OCR technologies. In the next lecture, let's see the get text activity. Okay, thank you. Okay, so one last activity before we do real life robot example on this PDF. So right now I am trying to give all the basics. So once you understood this, from the next lecture, let's do one end-to-end real-time project on these PDFs, and that would be very interesting, trust me. Yeah, so I will name this sequence as read PDF OCR. So I will create another sequence now, and then we would call this as read PDF get text, which we're gonna see now. Okay, now we have used two native technologies to read the PDF by copying that into one string variable, right? Instead, you can directly spy on these values, whatever you want, and you can get text out of it. Just like how we have done previous examples. Now, if you remember, on a browser, we used India GDP or any country GDP, and we extracted value out of it, right? Using get text activity. Similarly, let's use same concept here as well. Okay, but in this method, you have to open PDF. If you carefully observe, in last two activities, we did not open PDF. We just provided path. Where is that? Yeah. You just provided path. Automatically in the background, this has ability to read the PDF without opening it. Okay, so there is no PDF open or close in these activities. But get text activity, you have to open PDF visually and then detect locator in that PDF. Just like how we have done for browser. You open the browser and then you detected that GDP value, right? Similarly, here also you want to open that PDF. Okay. So now let us see how we can actually open PDF. It's very simple. You can either use open application, or there is another activity actually, so which I want to talk on now, which is start process. You see that? So you can actually start any process by using this activity. You need to simply pass the path of the file what you want to open here. So this is the path to that PDF which we want to work on now. So our goal now is to get this invoice number using locators. So this get text activity will rely on locator to identify any UI element on the screen. Okay, so if you start using get text, so move your cursor on that and it will clearly tell that extract a text value from specified UI element. So that UI element we have to give. So pull this get text activity, right? So first start process activity will open your PDF. Okay, you just need to pass the path and that will open the PDF. And next we need to get text. So we should tell what text you need. So indicate on screen, select this link, and here highlight on invoice, and that's it. And now to confirm if it has correctly grabbed element or not, you can go to edit selector and then say highlight. You see that it is perfectly highlighting. So that means this is the unique locator for that specific PDF to identify the invoice number. Okay, so once it grabbed the text, obviously that will get stored in the output, and let's have one variable called invoices which will get stored that output into, and then you can simply use message box now to print that variable. This is so simple and straightforward, right? Invoices. Okay, so let's try to run this file and see how that goes. You see that 850888 is printed. This is super fast and it is super easy, right? You could have got this directly by using getText. Earlier we did lot of methods to extract your complete text and then storing it into array, and then you are splitting it and you are doing lot of activities to get your desired string. But whereas using getText activity, you just spy on that locator and you identified it. Okay, so this is another straightforward process. Now it is up to you which one you choose. So I can tell you and give you some suggestions of what to use and what not to use. If you have a lot of PDFs, let's say in a day you will have around 100 PDFs to process, that time these two activities may not be reliable, because if any of your PDF is corrupted, now let's say recently I worked with one company where they used to get some hundreds of files, but we don't know, some of the files will get corrupted. So when they got corrupted, the file format will be completely different. You know, right, how corrupted file looks like. Because of that, how does this read text will actually capture from top left? Just because the file is corrupted, the invoice came, bottom, and date got printed left side, and all these got changed, and in the output also they got printed in different lines. So I am expecting address always in the first index. Because of that corruption, this came and got stored in the fourth line. So obviously everything will start breaking. So first you need to know if you receive any corrupted files like this. If there is a prone to see that those files, then I would suggest you to go with get text activity. But if you have lot of validations in one single PDF, then I would choose this. Now for example, it is smoother because you just asked to get invoice. Let's say you want to validate 20 items in one single PDF. So you have to end up writing 20 get text activities, which make your script complete complex. Okay. But whereas if you use read PDF, if you get everything into array, that's it, you can simply use indexes. Now let's say you want to get address, you want to get zip code and sales tax number, due date, and then quantity. Okay, so if you want to get same thing using get text, you should go and write locator for each and everything. But here you just need to note down which index they are coming, that's it, and you can directly pass that indexes. Now if you see, here you interested in read PDF text activity, you interested in getting invoice number, so used array text of 3. So if you want amount, you will use 6. If you want address, you will use array text of 1. Only step is that you will store it into array. Thereafter you will simply change index numbers to get whatever content you need. Okay, so this is how you can take the call. I would just write here, if there are multiple validations, then choose read activity. But if you are processing hundreds of PDFs, and if there is prone to failure, invalid formats, then choose get text. Okay, so this is what I observed from my experience. So in the next section, let's try to do one real life robot example. There we will process n number of PDF files. So I will use get text activity to extract the values from PDF. That would be interesting. Let's see that from our next section. Thank you.